Hosting two Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a third Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Trojans' offense will go on the attack first. And now we get a look at Jayden Maiava. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. The run inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big Ten too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement to them.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
The give is to Miller.
Him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick handoff. Might have a chance. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Maiava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes a catch. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Mays. And a good job of covering ball. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's ball. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of it. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got a man. It's a fumble. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Florida.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it. Could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And this offense shows you right now they're willing to run their quarterback, run the option, and that spells trouble for this defense. Now you got to defend everybody. The quarterback's going to run, and he can pitch it. It makes it so hard to play defense. This offense has already got the head spinning on the defensive side of the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Here we go. Ready. He'll try it again. Running through contact. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Got his man. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Florida. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Breaks into the open. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's Mayava. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone.
And why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The give to the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Here's the pressure. And his throw is incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Wilson open on the right side. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Try and play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead, keep the drive alive. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jordan. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making the play.
Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that. Play from just outside the 5. In the red area, it's Jordan. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 72 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. With the catch, it's Anderson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Fires to the tight end. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it fly. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air. It's Mayava. Zings it complete to the right. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Number 48, set to advance on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Handoff for Ball. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
Maybe a crease. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off to try to keep this offense rolling.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fitted in the window for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
28, USC, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The run inside. It's Jordan. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll try the left side. Push down for the tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Look out, he's got finding some room. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gators will call on their punt team. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing.
And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Miller. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature. They're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Right back to it. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
The run inside. It's Miller. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Trojans. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Got his man in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
A little release to the back. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here's a give the ball. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Sends it back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there.
Snags it, and he's open. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Could be an alley. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Miller. They make the stop for no gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Miller with the ball. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running it to the right. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that you're...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USC! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.